Well, Nebraska wrapped up spring practice number 3 here on Thursday. Hi, Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com. We got a chance today to talk with offensive coordinator Danny Langsdorf and both quarterbacks Tanner Lee and Patrick O'Brien for the first time this spring. And as Langsdorf kind of gives his thoughts early, he says it's been a great battle.
So, overall impressed with the competition. We flipped the coin and we've alternated daily. So they've had even looks and even reps with different people. And they're very, very close. If you look at the grades and the completion percentage and all that, it's really, really similar.
As for that quarterback competition, Langsdorf also broke down how he plans to grade Lee and O'Brien each day this spring.
I'm pretty blunt and honest with them about where they're at. I grade them on every play, and I give the grade sheets to everybody on the quarterback group. So everybody sees the comments and the grade, and good and bad. They trade daily, who takes the ones and who takes the twos. So we're real open with it. We haven't announced a starter. We're repping it like we haven't announced a starter, and we're evened up. And it's one of those things where every day you might think a little bit differently about a guy at practice. I thought Tanner had an edge the other day. I thought Patrick played well today. So, we really have to take a good, hard look at it. We got a lot of time before we have to make a decision, and I'm hoping one of them will rise up and break away.
For Lee, it's been a long road to get to this moment as he transferred from Tulane here late last summer, sat out the entire 2016 season, and said now he's excited to get this opportunity with an extra year of eligibility at Nebraska.
I owe a lot to my dad. We sat down and did a lot of studying of the thousands of rules that the NCAA has, and I think that I just had a unique situation, and I was able to capitalize on some rules that they had, and I think it worked out fair and for the best. And now for it to come full circle, it's been a real great experience. I've learned a lot from it, and I'm just happy it's here.
As for O'Brien, he redshirted this past season as well, as he tried to learn under guys like Tommy Armstrong and Riker Fife, and he really feels like that was the best move for him, even though there are some moments where his services may have been needed.
Coming from high school, you're the top guy, and then kind of come back down, you're back down to the bottom of the totem pole, got to work your way up. So traveling for every game, it was kind of tough, just sitting there watching, you're not going to play. But towards the end of the season, kind of got a little scary. I'm kind of want to keep my red shirt now because there's only a few games left. But yeah, it was not too bad though.
Were there some conversations at all regarding that?
Yeah, me and Langs discussed it at the beginning of the year, and then I guess he's like, okay, if they both go down at the beginning of the year, we consider pulling it. But once it was 1 or 2 games left in the season, they were just there's no point in it. We just want to keep your red shirt, keep it going. So you got 4 years after. So.
And you were 100%.
Oh yeah, I was okay. I wanted the same thing too. So yeah.
Running back's also one of the better battles to watch this spring. We got Reggie Davis's thoughts on just how that battle is shaking out.
Well, nobody's impressed yet. Right now, we're just trying to get them right. So soon we'll get to that. But right now, just getting back into it, getting the guys back in the flow, and just got everybody rotating through. So we'll have a better answer for you later on in spring practice.
At wide receiver, Nebraska must replace a lot this spring, but one of the players expected to step up in a bigger role is junior Stanley Morgan, who's had a really big offseason in the weight room.
Our strength and conditioning guys did a great job with them. They all look a little bulkier, and they're moving really good. They look more explosive. Stan, in particular, and the DP's moving well too. He's moving a lot more fluid than he ended up the season moving and looking. So I think they all have, worked hard, and it shows it from the weight room.
Just going in that weight room. I never really was a weight room kind of guy, but I take it real serious now.
What's your numbers up to in the weight room?
I do squat about 315 for the 55 rep. Bench 245. That's about it. Power clean 295.
What kind of convinced you they needed to be away from that?
Just to build that strength. Be extra strong on the field, and just to get guys out my way easily.
Tight end is one of those positions that also lost a lot of key players from 2016. And one of the players that's made a big push here to kind of take a hold of that number one job is walk-on senior Tyler Hoppus.
It's kind of a different mindset, too, when you're kind of the guy, you know, you're kind of taking the first string reps, you know, you have to be there to show out and prove yourself. So that's what I've been trying to do.
And when you made the transfer from Wayne State, is this kind of what you envisioned, that you knew you could get to this spot at Nebraska?
You know, I couldn't really think of this, you know, in my wildest dreams. I come from Wayne, I was a D end right away, and then when the new coaching staff came is when I switched to tight end, and then I knew I fit better at tight end than defensive end. So this is amazing.
Huskers are off on Friday. They come back to work for spring practice number 4 here on Saturday. Reporting with the Nebraska football team in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.